Our next speaker is actually Ms. Deneen Borelli. She's a fellow with Project 21. And for those of you that don't know who Project 21 is, it's a network of black conservatives, which is an initiative of the National Center for Public Policy Research. Deneen is also a fellow with Freedom Works. She promotes the importance of personal responsibility and the benefits of free market policy as a means for social advancement. She's been an official contributor on the Fox News channel. She's appeared on such shows as Glenn Beck, Your World with Neil Cavuto, Hannity, Fox and Friends. She's also appeared, okay, don't boo too loudly, MSNBC, CNN, BBC, and C-SPAN. She's had articles published in the Los Angeles Times, the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Chicago Tribune, the Sacramento Bee, the Baltimore Sun, the Washington Examiner, Washington Times. The list just keeps going. She's been on the Board of Trustees, or is on the Board of Trustees with the Opportunity Charter School in Harlem, New York. She's got her Bachelor of Arts in Managerial Marketing, from Pace University in New York. And she's got some interests that I thought you might find interesting here. If you go to her Facebook, you can see this. She's interested in ancient history, photography, volunteering at her church. She currently resides in Westchester County, New York, but the one I thought was most interesting is she likes pistol target shooting. So with that, I'd like to welcome Deneen Borelli to the stage.
What's up, fellow patriots? No. I said, what's up, fellow patriots? Yeah. Well, listen, our theme today is about restoring American exceptionalism. Now, I didn't say fundamentally change America, as Obama has said in the past. I said, we the people are investing our precious time in restoring American exceptionalism. And as Americans, we need to preserve our constitutional right of liberty, where anyone can succeed, not by race, not by heritage, but good old-fashioned hard work. Because the reality is this: life is tough, and there will be winners and there will be losers. But in this great nation, the sky is the limit. There is no end to what you can do. But what troubles me about President Obama and the other progressives is that he wants to change our country into T-ball nation. Now, you know what T-ball is. You put the stick in the ground, you walk up to the ball, and you swing at it. Right? Yeah. With T-ball, there's no pitcher. T-ball, regardless of the score, everybody wins. Ice cream, pizza, trophies for everybody. Well, with T-ball nation, there are no winners, there are no losers, and all of our wants and needs would come from government. This transformation will segregate our country into two camps: the haves, the have-nots, the elites, and the dependents. These policies will destroy the middle class and construct huge barriers against upward mobility. Ironically, the first black president wants to put all Americans on the government plantation. Well, I'm here today to tell you that this is not going to happen. Not on our watch, and my God, not on my watch. Now, many of you have seen me on Fox News, or perhaps you've seen one of my Tea Party speeches on YouTube. My success is not the result of my family wealth. My family wasn't wealthy. Not the result of anyone giving me anything, but through many trials and tribulations, many successes, and many failures. But yet, I stand here before you, freedom-loving patriots, freedom-loving Americans. And like everyone else, I have also overcome my trials and tribulations. And I didn't get here on the fast track. Nothing was handed to me. I took the scenic route. I grew up in New Jersey, and my first big trip out of New Jersey wasn't until my 8th grade class trip by bus to New York City. Never flew before, bus ride to New York City. And boy, was I excited. That trip changed my life. What an amazing experience that was for me. And I knew then that I wanted to go back to the Big Apple and work in Manhattan. Well, I left home in my early 20s, and boy, did I work. Temporary job assignments. I worked retail sales at night. I did telemarketing, making calls for hours, people hanging up on me. Runway modeling on the weekends. All I did was work. And when I left from home, I was a boarder in several basement apartments. A hot plate was my stove. A refrigerator I could barely get anything into. Ramen noodles. You familiar with ramen noodles? They were my friend. For variety, chicken or beef. Well, fortunately, while I was in high school, I had the skills of typing 100 words a minute and shorthand at 80 words a minute. And it was those core skills that got me in corporate America in New York City. And I had the privilege of working at Philip Morris USA for 20 years. I entered in as a benefits clerk, and I worked my way up with more responsible positions. I went to college at night for 11 years while working full-time during the day. I earned my degree in managerial marketing. It wasn't easy, but I became the first college graduate in my family. Well, Philip Morris moved to Richmond. I took the benefits package. I ran off with that, and I got involved in public policy. Volunteered a year of my time in public policy. Now, let me tell you, I had zero experience in public policy. Knew nothing about it because I was too busy working, going to school and staying out of trouble. And besides, what happened in Washington, that didn't affect me, right? Well, boy, was I wrong, and we know that now. Well, as I learned about public policy, I also realized something else. That the majority of the things that I had heard when I was young was not true. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. Need I say more, but I will. Their messages of bias, prejudice, victimization, and that blacks need special treatment are all lies. Their message did not match my personal experience. And I was not a victim. Not a victim. I had God-given talents to take me to wherever I wanted to be, and I am the one who is responsible and accountable for my decisions. Since awakening from my political slumber, I've been involved in public policy ever since for the fight for liberty. Now, let me talk about President Obama. Unfortunately,